Testing. There it goes. I was finna say, bro. I was like, just had my mic going. How did it? Okay, there we go. All right, now can you hear me? Martin, can you hear me good? Audio testing, testing. All right, there we go. Are we sounding good? Let's go over this map set because we do have the map set in. I could get it pulled back up ever in my life. Y'all gotta excuse me. Alright, there we go. So we're starting off with a vault hardpoint. As I spoke about yesterday, if anybody was in the stream yesterday, it's not one of my favorites. A lot of people enjoy it. It's just not my personal favorite. It's more of an AR. I wouldn't say dominated, but it has a lot of long angles that just gets picked off, and it's just hard to kill them off of, especially on P3. Oh, it's one of my most dreadful, hated hills in the whole game. I hate P3 on ball because I'm always on the hill getting gunned either side of them fucking head glitches, and it's just insane. But it gets very mixy. Vault, every time I've seen Vault in 8s and Codcast and anything like that, it's always mixy. It's never really a blowout. It's usually within at least a 100-point game, but usually at least more like a 50-point game. So it seems like it's I don't know how to say it. It's very, like, you flip a lot. Like the spawns are kind of funky in it, so it's hard to hold down a full 60 on any kind of hill. But you know, other than that, I mean, some people like it. It's not my personal favorite. After that, map 2, we have a red card, search and destroy. I don't mind red card as much as some people hate it, especially on search. It seems like to go pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a sniper pulled out on red card search, to be honest. But again, I wouldn't be surprised not to see it just because a lot of people haven't been using snipers in these past couple years, so no one's really comfortable with them. But if someone's comfortable with the sniper in this lobby, I wouldn't be surprised to see it pulled out on map 2 red card. If I remember correctly, I think it's the B bomb site that's pretty heavily favored in this one, so we'll probably be seeing a lot of B. I don't think it's nearly as attacker heavy as like a Vault SMD. I think it can go either way, depends on how you play and the chemistry you got. And then after that, we go into a map 3 Skyline Hardpoint. This is going to be more your sub-dominated, fast-paced, but also like Vault, it gets very flippy. The spawns are hard to hold just because of like how deep they can get sometimes. And just make sure. Y'all give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, yeah, the Skyline Hardpoint. It's very fast-paced. That P1 is very mixy just because you have the roof and catwalk and all that holding over the top. Since they did add it, that downstairs jacuzzi area, it does make it a bit easier to hold than everybody was thinking going into the beta. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see 3 subs pulled out. You know, I mean, of course, it wouldn't shock me to see just the traditional 2 ARs, 2 subs. But if there was a map where 3 of them would come out, I definitely think it would be a Skyline. If we go to a map 4, it's going to be a Rewind Search. Now, that one's, I don't know, I've only played it once, so I don't have a whole lot of introspective on that one. It seems like it would be a lot of long angles, but I mean, you've also got like inside the store where it's going to get mixy with a SMG, so that one's going to be pretty hard to tell. It can go either way. When I played, like I said, I've only played it once. I haven't casted it. And when I say played, I mean like in eights, because of course no one cares about those. But when I played it, it seemed like it was attacker heavy, but that could have just been the game that we were playing that time. But I mean, like I said, we'll see, because it seemed like once you got that bomb down over there towards that like that burger side, if you could get the angles on it and hold it, it was done for. But I don't know, I only played it once in eights, so not the best introspective on it. And then if it goes all the way to a map 5, it'll be a protocol hardpoint. This one's one of my I would say least favorites, but it's definitely not up there, because I play a lot of SMG, so I get dominated trying to just get to these fucking hills, and the long angles just crush me. But I am not a great player either, so it could. I think it's going to be more of a still traditional 2 ARs, 2 subs. I don't think anybody would pull out 3 ARs for no means on this, because you still got a lot of hills where it's going to get mixy, especially that P4, that underground. That definitely gets mixy with the SMG, but we'll just have to see how it all plays out. We've got 5 minutes to the match is supposed to start. I haven't got any kind of game code or anything like that, so I guess we're just going to chill, y'all. Let's see what I think Remorse hasn't played a match yet, so it's going to be hard to gauge their skill. Stutter a lot. Anyways, it's going to be hard to gauge their skill because they haven't played yet. I don't know if they played last season. I didn't dive that far into it, to be honest. Legends of 6 Academy, they have played and won, and assuming they have 2 teams in the league, Legends of 6 and Legends of 6 Academy, I'm assuming that it's a pretty good roster. They have a stacked forward. They had some good players that they didn't want to leave out, so they made a second team, is what I'm assuming happened. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any introspective on it or anything like that. But I'm assuming they had some players that were still really good and they didn't want to not play, so they made a second team. So, and they've already won 1 game, so I'm going to say they're my favorites in it. But again, we haven't seen Remorse play yet this season, so we have no idea what kind of skill they're bringing to the table. They could wipe the table with Legends of 6. We have no idea. But I mean, we're just gonna have to see. Like I said, some of these maps get real fucking shifty, real flippy. You know, like Vault. Like I was saying, it's hard to keep spawns on Vault. It's hard to keep spawns in this game in general, but on Vault, it's really hard to keep spawns. At least from my personal experience. And Skyline's one of those that also gets mixed. You'll get that one guy who gets that random spawn behind you, and you have no idea, and he gets a 2-piece. Now all of a sudden, y'all are flipped out trying to cross the whole map to get the P3. You know what I'm saying? So these maps definitely can get mixy. So I think it's definitely going to be who has the better team chemistry and not just raw gun skill, because they're going to know how to play off of each other and make sure they're communicating well and keeping the flow going. Voice audio is low. What about now? Is that any better? Is that any better? Well, if you didn't hear anything I said, you didn't miss much. I just went over the map set, is all of it, and gave my horrible opinion on all of them. Ooh, excuse me. I could also pull up my amplifier. See if I can do anything with that. game code anyway, so let's just see if we can't get this voice audio a little louder. Is that any better? Any better? Yeah, I'm still waiting on that code, so probably just have a little delay on the player sides, which you know it happens, especially in tier 3, tier 4 leagues like this. People have lives. Not everybody can sit here on the game 24/7. We have shit going on. Alright. I tried to mess with the amplifier. The only thing I have left I can do is turn down the game audio. Because for some reason on my PC, I know why, it's because this mic is meant for like a Discord mic or something, not a recording mic. I need to get me a recording mic, but until then we'll have to deal with this, I suppose. Bump down the game audio a tad bit. Is that too low on the game audio though? Because I don't want y'all to be completely deaf on the audio. I know y'all want to hear the game too. Y'all don't want to hear my nasty voice the whole time. There we go. We got the game code. Turn game volume down a little more. Alright. Alright. Can you still hear the game though? I want you to be able to hear the game. I don't want you to not be able to hear the game. CG. Oh, wait. Oh, let me not show everybody that. Boom. Alright, there we go. Can you still hear me? Alright, cool. Alright, looks like Team 1 is Legends of 6. Which means I need to switch these. How wonderful. Legends 6. Primary color, gold, secondary color. Rare purple. White. Wait, there was a swap team. Oh my. Oh my God. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. There was a swap team settings the whole time. I'm trying to have it close enough to the mic and not blow y'all's ears out. Oh man. Crazy. I definitely didn't notice that setting last time. So how does the audio sound? Mic sound good? Game sound good? No reverb, no anything like that, huh? I want to make sure everything sounds good going into this match. Alright, for anybody that's just joining us, we got map 1 is going to be Vault Hardpoint, and we're going to be going into a map 2 Red Card Search and Destroy, Skyline Hardpoint for map 3, and if we go to a map 4, it'd be Rewind Search and Destroy, and then Protocol Hardpoint for map 5 if it goes all the way. So, some interesting maps. I said that backwards, by the way. It's Rewind Hardpoint Protocol Search and Destroy. I said that backwards. I was looking at them backwards. That is on me, y'all. So, map 4 is not a search and destroy because map 4s are not search and destroy. Map 4 is Rewind Hardpoint, and map 5 is Protocol Search and Destroy. I had it in my notes like that. I don't know why I said it backwards. I'm a little slow sometimes, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Everything sounds good on your end. I appreciate the feedback as always. Add you as a moderator. There you go, Chris. You are now a mod. Even though you're gonna mod like 6 people at a time. Is that in Master Prestige? Is that what that is? Buddy. Wow. Alright, looks like we got everybody in it. Let me message him, make sure he knows everything's good on my end. Alright. They should be starting it up soon. Like I said, going into this first map, Vault Hardpoint. P3 is deadly on here, man. I hate the P3 on here. Just them. It's literally the 2 top angles. Just everybody holds. It's hard to get them off of. I'm always the one trying to just lay down on the site and get as much time as possible. The P1 is super mixy. I mean, you have no advantage on either side from my introspective. Yeah. Think everybody's in the thing ready. Well, I mean, I don't know about the players. I'm speaking for myself. Everybody's texting ready in the chats. Looks like everybody's getting ready. be an interesting one for sure. We're gonna get it started off. Do I have the? I think I have the Remorse and the logos on the right side. Do I? Nah, I'll fix that for the next game. Alrighty, ladies and gents, it's time to get this one on the road. Looks like we're going to start off with 2 subs apiece, and I don't have the logos on the right side, but it will be alright. We'll fix that in a minute. Like I said, this P1 is going to get pretty mixy. Your subs are probably going to try to get in the hill as quick as possible. Starting off with some quick shots on the cools. He tries to play his life, and he actually does and gets the first pick off of Raiden, I'm sorry. He's going to try to pick up some time. No one's actually on the time. They're just trying to more get map control, but he did not expect 2 sliding in from Plivik for 3. That's a nice start off for Plivik. He's going to try to, looks like, play his life, maybe hold down some angles. Let's see what we got over here on Critical, holding down the hill. I said Critical. I'm going to call him Critical for the rest of the night. And he just got molly-whopped over here. So we're going to switch over to Sick, who's got Dark Matter flexing on all the haters. He's going to try to get this back spawn for P2. But he doesn't realize there's already people here from Remorse. And he's going to pick up the Dark Matter because it's sexy. And we all want to see it. He's going to try to hold down these P2 spawns. They know it's coming for the rotation. He's see what they're all spawning up in the back, just trying to hold this this front push from Legends of 6, and it seems like they do pretty well, but they got someone in the hill for Legends of 6, and he's gonna try to get some of this scrap while they just let him have it. His teammates might have been down, but he's a one-man army for the moment. And Remorse, even though they've held this spawn, they're just now getting on the board. So it's a 7-2 start from Plivik, trying to start off right with his team, but Critical and Sick are having a little bit of a slower start, but it's just the beginning. We're only on P2. It's a long game, ladies and gentlemen. Kugels gets taken off the hill. That's 12 on the clock for Remorse. They're going to still hold it. They finally got someone on the hill at Gates. He's going to be trying to soak up this time, just laying down. Raiden's going to try to hold off these crossers. He has to reload. He can't get his gun reloaded, it looks like, and he gets picked off in the back. It's a little pinch going on, but they should be rotating at this point, and they are. Elixir's here with an SMG trying to hold, make sure this back angle is taken care of. They don't want to give an AR up here and just let him pick him off. He knows how important his position is. Seems like we've already got some fighting on the hill. Like, Remorse gets taken off the hill. Legends of 6, I'll need to go ahead and get on it, but they aren't. They got picked off by Gators. He's trying to keep them alive, keep this hill just ticking. Plivik guns him out of the ungunnable spot. That was some nasty shots out of Plivik, and that's going to give them some control to get some time on the clock right here on this P3. This is my most hated spot, but it seems like they're making it work, and they might love it because they are just picking them off one by one. They know they need to rotate, though, and it seems Remorse has the rotation for the moment, but there's still about 30 seconds left on this hill. So we'll see how this goes, and Critical picks him off. Jay tried to get to that spot. It seems as Remorse still has the spawns, though. They know they need to make a play and push out. Legends of 6 starts to make that play, but they get picked off on the rotation. They'll just take the scraps here and try to make a flank it as it looks. Remorse need this going into it because they're going down 30 points already starting. They know this can be a money hit. It's one of the fews that you can actually hold for a full 60 on here if you play it right. Kukos looks like he's just going to try to soak up for his team. Raiden's holding the cross. He gets taken off of the cross. Sick has some nice shots on him. And it looks like Critical's finna enter the site. Oh, it was just a bait to open the door. That he waits for his teammate. That was wonderful timing and chemistry there. And it looks like Elixir actually gets 2. Oh, maybe he didn't. It looked like that. He actually got help from Sick, it looks like. Speaking of in the back, Sick's got to make a play. Let's see if Sick can do it. Oh, wait, no, they did it without him. He's holding the spawns. They need to rotate, though. They got about 20 seconds left on the hill, and they need to start making the rotation as it looks like they're doing. It's going back to this P1. Now they have control, and it looks like it's going to be a rehost. It seems we're having some technical difficulties going on. I didn't see if someone lagged out or what quite exactly happened, but that is under the 200 point mark. So that's going to be a complete reset for the game. No, no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's going to be a complete 0-0 reset. I don't quite know what the technical issue was, but whatever it is, it seems Remorse were not happy with what was going on there. I don't know if it was latency issues or what exactly happened, but we will get a full 0-0 reset. And honestly, that's probably best for Remorse because they had the rotations, but it seemed like they couldn't hold on to it. It seemed like Remorse had the rotations from most of them first sets of that hills, but they don't seem like they could have held it. I don't know if it was just Legends of Six having great breaks, which we did see. They had great teamwork in them breaks, on especially on that P4 where they double slid in and got the double kill. So they had the chemistry for the breaks. Don't quite know what was happening. We might be getting a rehost here, but I don't see anybody leaving, so maybe not a rehost. I will be back as soon as we get back on this one, ladies. Alright, looks like we're finna be getting back into this one soon, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and fix these real quick. Put these in the corner like that. Yep, got everybody back in here. Looks like we're finna get this on the road. If the other team would ever say they're ready. There it goes. Okay. Still sounding good on audio. I know sometimes it'll just randomly bug out. Let's get this shit back on the road. Starting back off at a vault. Hardpoint 0-0. Now it started off in Legends of Six favor last go round. And it wasn't necessarily on the back of rotations. It was more of on the back of breaking into the hill and having better hold time. So we'll see if maybe Remorse tries to play a little different. Make sure they have someone on the hill whenever they're holding it, these rotations, and getting this early time. Because that seemed to be their issue. If they would have got the early time on that set of hills, they might have been ahead in the game. They were only down about 30 or 40, so it wasn't like it was a huge gap. But they had most of the rotations and seemed like they weren't getting on it right away as they were trying to get more map pressure, and then they got broke. So we'll see how if they change anything up. It looks like we've already got a first blood going in the way of, well, we went both ways it looks like. But it actually is in Legends of Six favor. We got 3-4 on the side of Legends of Six, so it's looking like a good first start of the hill. Plix is already trying to look for this, see if anybody's rotating early, but he don't catch anybody, so he decides he's gonna try to wait right here in these top little rafters. He sees one, but he's gonna try to play his life, play this off angle. I don't think he's gonna see this coming. He doesn't. He still gets the kill. Tries to pick up a second, but he gets good team shots from his team, and just like that, Legends of Six are right back on the hill. Remorse is already going to have to try to rotate. There's only about probably 15 seconds left, and it looks like 6 on a 5 streak. So let's see if he can keep this going. He's going to try to hold down this outer rotation, see if anyone's hitting this long flank. He's going to try to hold this down for his team because this is going to be basically where you want to kind of hold the spawns. Now he's going to rotate back. He knows someone there. He's on a 6 streak now. He's getting up close to them streaks. He's got a few more kills to go, it looks like. Picks up a 7th. He's beaming right now. Six is the only one on console and is frying right now. I mean, they're all using controller, of course, but he's the only one that's on console and limited to console, and he is starting off 7-0. This is 8-0. This is a hot start for Sick. He's gonna try to get his streaks. He needs one more. 9-0 is not streaks. That's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. It's when you got score streaks. You got to get in the hill and get little points on the hills. Kukels actually gets to take over and get Remorse on this board as he picks up a nice little 2-piece to keep his team in it. He's waiting for his team to get there, and they're actually going to be on the rotation, which is pretty smart. He's going to hold these scraps. Someone pushes him, and he gets the kill. He's going to hold all this scrap. He knows how important it is for his team because they're starting off a little slow this round. But that's 2 down for Legends of Six. Let's see who can get to this hill first. It looks like it's going to be Jay, but he's going to have someone coming in from mid here in a minute. He knows it, and he gets popped off by critical, though. But they still have the hill for the moment, time being. Gator has this power position, and I think Legends know it, and they're going to try to clear him out. I think they know how powerful this position is, and they actually distract him, so critical to take him out. Or no, that was Elixir, I'm sorry. As he tries to soak up some of this time, he's going to lay down so he can't get killed. Because he sees 2 of his teammates go down. He knows he's going to need some help. And that's a 3rd down. And that's the hill empty and rotation for Remorse. Now let's see if they can get some of these early times. They're still going to get some of these scraps, it looks like, as well. Because they still have about 20 seconds left on this rotation. But they know how important this P4 can be. It's one of the few money hills on this map. It was a rehost. So that's what happened with the rehost. I guess somebody was lagging. Now Remorse knows they need this P4 because they're already down 30 just like the last game. So they know they need to try to get as much time as they can. But unlike last time, they're on this early time already, making sure they get it. Jay's going to try to hold this back, and Gate's going to try to hold this front. So let's see what they can do. It looks like they're going to be making an outer push from Legends. 6 gonna try to push in with the pistol. He sees one. He can't land the shots though. Maybe a little bit of a ego child there, but when you're 12 and 6, it kind of happens sometimes. Jay's gonna still hold down the site. And it looks like we're gonna get our first lead change in the match. As I said, this can get shifty. They're in the back, but is it enough? He's gotta make a play. He gets one, but he can't get out with his life. They pinched him pretty well. And Jay's going to try to play his life as well, but he actually gets picked off, but they're still holding down the site. Let's see what we got on this rotation. It's going back into P1. Let's see what we've got on the side of Flix. He's going to try to hold off this rotation here. He gets shots into one, and he almost gets a second right there, but actually 3 down for Legends of 6. It's all up to Elixir. He's going to be actually, he's back at these P2 spawns, and he's not going to be very close at all. So we're going to switch over here to Jay, who's going to be holding the site and just soaking some of this hill time for his team. And he slides out, trying to maybe get an early rotation, not realizing that his team is not there, but it is the enemies. But they got these outer spawns. They're going to try to break this Legends of 6 team, but they're holding it pretty well. Plick actually gets 2. And he's holding it down pretty well for his team. 6 on this rotate. Gonna try to get these spawns. It's a 2v1 situation. Gates has got to get one here, but he has no idea Sick is behind him. And that gives Legends of 6 the spawn. And they're gonna need it as they're down 30 points in this game, starting off on this second set of hills. Sick trying to hold him off, knowing he's gonna buy a little more time for his team so they can soak up some of this hill. Plick's gonna try to hold this pool alley kind of angle. But they're coming in through mid, and he swoops and gets shots on 2, but can't get either one of them to drop and gets shot in the back. That leaves 3 going for the flank. Critical's on the hill by himself. What can he do here? He throws a preemptory nade, trying to wait on his teammates. They're spawning out. He don't know where to look, and that's going to be a clean break. But they got up to brought it back within 10 points. So this is a pretty good time. Sick actually keeps them off the hill, so they can't get it, and they flip out themselves. As I was saying, it's hard to keep these spawns on this hill. And it's actually another lead change for Legends of 6. They're going to take it over, and they need to start focusing on this rotate after this little set of gunfights. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're starting to make that P3 rotation. It looks like we've already got Critical and Elixir over here. Wait, excuse me, Plick and Elixir over here. And Elixir gets killed off, and so that's going to leave the scraps open, but that leaves Remorse on the hill. He gives out. He's moving back up to his teammates. Plick's going to try to hold him off, make sure they don't get any time that they don't want them to have. Right now, that game clock was ticking, and they kick Critical off of it, so they keep it ticking. That's a nice 2-piece from Gate. He's going to hold that power position, and actually he hops off of it because they know they're going to have to eventually make a rotate, and they're going to try to do it now. Plick's in this power position. He gets one of them to get off the hill. He has to back up, and he actually gets killed off the power position from the back. Whoa, pause. Kukul's trying to pick up one on the hill, but he gets picked off himself. It looks like Raiden's going to be the one holding this power position going into P4, this P3 to P4 rotation. Legend's going to get this scrap time. They know how scrappy it can be in this game. And as I say that, they actually get killed off the scrap time, and they have the rotation for Remorse. So it's looking pretty good going into this hill. They think they're going to go into a lead change. Last time on this hill, Remorse, I believe, held it for a full 60 or close to a full 60. They're going to try to repeat that again because this is where they made their first lead change, and they're going to try to get another lead change here. But that's just a great break coming in from Legends of 6. They had 3 come in at once, and he didn't know who to shoot at. They're going to try to get this back cleared out, and they do, and they all are coming from the front. Elixir's going to try to pick off one. He can't quite do it, but he knows he's got to buy time for his team so they can soak up as much time as they can. 1 gets picked off, 2 gets picked off. They know they got 1 in the back, and they do know it. They pick him off as well. So it all comes on. The closest one looks like it's going to be Gates. He's going to wait for his teammates, it looks like, and kind of just play it slow in this back and wait for his teammates to get a pinch. He sees one of them go down, and he goes in and almost gets one on Blick. And, oh, but they can't quite get it over. So, but that gives Remorse the rotations on the P1, and they're gonna need it because they're gonna be on this 180 threshold. But Critical's on a 6-piece, or it said Critical, but I think it was Plivik, excuse me. It said Critical on the feed, but I think that was Plix on the 6 feed. Going off 25 and 16 and 32 and 19 on the sides of Legend of 6. They are trying to fry right now, and it is showing. He is actually going to hold down, though, for Jay for the moment. And, oh, but it's trades and trades on trades, and it actually Remorse comes out on top. It's getting real shifty on this P1. We don't know who's going to hold it, and I'll tell you what, Remorse wants it bad. They know they're going down into this third set of rotations, and they are only down by 30, though, and they know it. They're bringing it back slowly but slowly, and as I say that, they get broke one. And they're gonna start trying to work this P2 rotation. Remorse has the rotation for now, but it seems as Legends of 6 are clearing them out, Jay's gonna try to stay alive for his team. Gonna get a couple picks. He picks off Critical here. He finds one behind him. Can't. He does. He gets a second with a few team shots there from his teammates, and it looks like Remorse is gonna have back spawns. But who's gonna be holding the rotation? It comes up. Legends of 6 at first. They're gonna try to hold it from the front. He knows Jay is here, but can he get him hold? And he gets ripped by Jay. Those are some nasty shots, and he actually has some teams to help him out, and that's 3 down for Legends. They pick him off, and that is a fantastic break from Remorse, and boy did they need it, because the 200 thresh mark has been crossed by Legends of 6. So Legends of 6 are going to try to make another push from this pool alley front. Gates seems to be the one holding down the hill for the moment. He's going to try, he's looking at the back for some reason and gets caught with his pants down, but it's no worries because his team's there to back him up, and they're on this rotation. But they're not there enough, they're not on the hill, but they're rotating their way there. I'm seeing it's a 2v3 rotation, as it looks like from my point of view. Elixir's going to try to get this big kill, but he comes up a little short, and that's a massive kill. They're going to try to stay alive. Kukels gets another one off the hill. It's getting dicey. That's 2 for Kukels. That's a 3rd for Kukels, actually. And he's going to try to play his life. He tries to get out of there, but he can't quite do it. But they're getting picked off. No one's on the hill. That game clock is ticking, but there's still plenty of clock left. It's 1:40 left. Legends of 6 get on that clock. They only need 30 seconds left on the hill. They know that they got to win it on this next rotation. They're going to try to hold down this P4, and they're actually holding the scraps for the moment, but I seem to have jinxed them. That was bad timing for Raiden on the reload, but his teammate's there to get his trade, and that actually gives Remorse the back spawns, it seems like, but that's going to give Legends of 6 this scrap, and that's going to get them pretty close to winning this game. They're going to go into this P4 only needing about 15 seconds or so only to win this game. Remorse are going to have to hold it. They did it well the first set of rotations around. They had the rotations both times, but the second time they were broke through. So they're going to try to repeat their success from the first set of rotations on this one and get a full 60 hold on this and put them right back in this game. Right now it looks like, oh, he got picked off on the back. I was going to say he's going for a flank, but he gets picked off. Kukels is just soaking this time. He's got 32 kills and 1:45 on the time. He's just a Mr. Do-It-All today. It seems as Legends of 6 are going to try to play it slow and get their whole team together so they don't choke this through. And it looks like Gate is on a 5 spree, and he's going to try to wall up this front. He picks them all off. It looks like Legends of 6 are just going to try to play this rotation as they know it's not worth trying to give up their life. As I say that, they are pushing up, so they might have to. I don't know what the clock's looking like. No, they didn't have to do that. So they actually give up the rotation to Remorse, and it comes down to a 240 game. And it looks like Legends of 6 are dropping. This is not looking good, people. Remorse is on took in the lead. 145. They need 5 seconds. There's somebody close, but he gets taken down. It's gonna go down. They get a contest. Can it be enough? And Remorse make the comeback in the last few minutes and take map 1. That's rough on Legends of 6, man. They thought they had that one in the bag, but they made a nasty P4 to P1 rotation from Remorse, and it made them win that game. That was a beautiful comeback from Remorse. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. That was just beautiful. That was beautiful teamwork. They played it perfectly. That was just an insane game right there. That was an insane game. Kukels with 35 and 26 with 2 minutes on the hill. That's a Mr. Do-It-All if I've ever seen one. 25 untraded kills and 24 from their second. And it looked like we had 30 on one side. That's a lot of untraded kills. We've got to be playing a little closer together. But that's when these spawns come into the hills, man. When you spawn out 15 miles away and get picked off, it's hard to get traded. Man, that was just beautiful. That has my heart racing. I'm going to have to take a little 5-second breather before we get into this next one. I will see y'all in just a minute. And my mic was muted for all of that. Thank you so much. I forgot to unmute my mic. As I was saying, they didn't rehost, so I didn't have my little 5-second breather. It caught me off guard. It looks like we're moving towards this A-bomb on the attacker side. Kukla's going to get a few shots off on 6. 6 going to sit here and just try to play his life as much as possible. Is the audio sounding good? I feel like it's not picking up very much. I know it's a little quieter on search. I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna bump up the game audio. And it seems like Legends of 6 are gonna take this first round, no matter the momentum coming into map 2. And it looks like the Lick's gonna hit the look at it while you're in the final good one. But it could have been just like one of them limbs. No, Click gets 3. That's a nasty round from Click. Okay, game audio is way too loud now. Okay, alright. Appreciate you, Chris. So we're gonna start off on, if it will let me switch. It's doing that search and destroy bug where it's only letting me watch one team at the moment. So we're gonna start off with Jay on the attacking side. It lets me get on Sick, but don't let me go past Sick, as if everybody else was dead. So we're going to stay off here on Raiden, as he's going to try to watch this top angle. He knows someone's going to be watching it here, because as I was saying, it was the A-bomb site. I said the B-bomb site. This was the one I was thinking about, that everyone tries to push. He knows there's people going to be here. He just doesn't know quite where. He's going to try to play his life as long as he can, because it's already a 3v3 with 45 seconds left on the clock. He knows he's going to have to work this bomb somewhere. He just knows there's going to be something around him watching. He's trying to play slow to get a pick. He sees one, but he gets picked off from top window by Elixir. That's great team shots, and that's 30 seconds on the clock. Gate goes down as well. It's looking pretty good for Legends of 6, and now it's letting me spectate them. So now we can switch over to them. See, oh, Kukos gets one, makes it a 1v2, but that's not quite enough. And that's going to be 2 rounds in a row for Legends of 6. That momentum's not doing much for them. Seems like 6 got a nice little 2-piece, I think, that round. Or maybe he had a kill last round, I'm not quite sure. Now, this is going to be a big momentum round here. Remorse needs to get this in going into this round. They are on defense, and I believe this is an attacker-heavy side, but again, I've only played this a few times, so you can't take my insight very harshly. Gates looks like he's going to go up towards this top mid area, try to watch across, and it actually looks like we're playing it slow with the bomb on the sides of Legend 6 this go round. Elixir's going to have the bomb, moving it up through mid, taking his time, seeing if they can find the pick first before they make a play, but inevitably it does come around to the A-bomb, and Critical gets a first blood, but gets traded out immediately by Jay. He's going to be playing in this mid-tickets area, kind of just trying to play his life and see if he can't maybe get on someone, kind of just playing slow. But it looks like bomb is going down over here at the A-bomb site. Elixir's going to try to get to their backside, and he picks off one. That's a big kill by on the side of Legends of 6, making it now a 1v2, really a 1v3 on the side of Jay, but he picks up one before I can switch to him. It's a 1v2 with 30 seconds on the clock. He's got about 20 seconds before he's got to defuse and be on that bomb. He doesn't have much time to work with. He's going to try to go through the spawn here. He maybe can catch one offside. Oh, he sees him as good. Gun control from him. He picks up the first one, and now it's a 1v1 situation. He's got 12 seconds, but homie's nowhere near the bomb, but I don't think he's going to know that. And he doesn't get there in time, and it seems like that he's just going to have, he did have eyes on bomb. It's just a really long angle. That's a really nice play on the side of 6, because I had no idea he could even see the bomb from there. Homie had no idea where he was at, and he had no chance there. That's good side on 6 to not give him a chance to win that when it really shouldn't even been a 1v1 anyways. 6 is on a little 3 streak as it seems. Starting off nice and hot, but this is just a hot 3-0 start from Legends of 6. They need this map going into it because they don't want to go down 2-0. No one wants to go down 2-0 in any series, especially not a league match, because you're just getting, it's hard to come back out of a 2-0. You get all in your head, and you don't want to be there. And Legends of 6 are trying everything they can to not go down, and it's looking good for them so far. We're going to start off here on Raiden, see where he takes the bomb. He's going to be playing it a little slow through mid again. Seemed like we had Sick play it last time, or I don't think it was Sick. I think it was Elixir that had the bomb. They're going to be playing through tickets. It may be a bomb push, a B bomb push, excuse me. But it seems like they're just going to be playing it slow, working a pick, and trying to get numbers in their advantage. Raiden's going to make this wrap around. It definitely looks like it's going to be a B-bomb plant. They're trying to switch it up, maybe catch them off guard, because they need a round, and they need it now. They're going to hit these long stands route. They've got one watching it slightly, but I don't think they know, and I don't know Critical knows they're here either. He's going to do slight checks. He definitely heard that glass break, though. Let's see what kind of play he makes. It won't let me switch over to him, so I guess we won't see what kind of play Critical makes. But we'll see what Raiden does. He's got the bomb down. He's going to play this outer stands area, it looks like. And it seems like we're going to have Jay playing this inside push. Raiden actually gets the first one. Jay picks up a second, and they get traded out. Oh, my goodness. He gets a 2-piece. So now it's on Kukos and Gates to hold this bomb down for about 15 more seconds. They don't have much time to kill, but they got to do it quick. They're just playing time. Kukos playing his life perfectly, but he gets picked off trying to be a little extra, and they actually get the defuse off, and that's a 4th round for Legends of 6. Remorse are got to be feeling that, and they know they need a round. And they need it quick, because this is looking like it's going to be a quick match. They need a round, and they need it now. I can tell you, 5-0 is not pretty. I don't think I've seen one 5-0 comeback once in any 8s lobby I've been in, any game I've casted. I don't think I've seen one 5-0 comeback You don't want to be in a 5-0 situation. It's not good for your morale. It's gonna tank your energy going into game 3, and it's just not what you want. Now, Elixir, 6-1, Plick, 6-2. These guys are frying right now, and I don't think there's anything to stop them on the map. They're gonna hold down this mid. He knows someone wants to peek this window. He's just waiting for someone to mess up and peek it. And it looks like Raiden's finna get ready. Shots going off, but I don't think either shot's hit. It's a long challenge, more of just trying to get information. But it looks like Critical is gonna pick up a 2-piece. Or no, he gets one and Plick gets one as it looks. I'm sorry. And a third one and a fourth one goes down for. I can't even realize what's going on. That's not a good round. That's never a good sign when you're done in the first 30 seconds of Search and Destroy round. It means Legends of 6 are feeling pretty good, and Remorse are down in the dumps. This is not looking good. They're getting crapped on, and they know it, and they need to flip it around quick. Because, like I said, I've never seen a 5-0 comeback. There's a first for everything, and you would want to do it now. Because you don't want to go down 6-0. That's just a morale destroyer. That's gonna make you play bad going into map 3, and it's all around just not good. We've got an RCXD on the side of Plick, and I think we're gonna have one on the side of Elixir. Nope, almost have one on the side of Elixir. They can use them in Search and Destroy. They are allowed in Search and Destroy. Most people tend not to use them because they're pretty scenario based. Gates takes shots off the rip. He gets to put down 25 HP. He doesn't know. Raiden is moved up though. I was gonna say he might can get a pick, but he gets picked off himself, getting a little over jealous because he's probably done lost full at this point. So Jay's gonna try to make a slow push towards B. He's actually over here by himself, maybe trying to get a pick. He doesn't have the bomb or anything like that. He's gonna try to pick off. Who is this? Critical right here? He sees Critical, but he gets picked off himself, and that leaves Gates in a 1v4 to save the game for his team. He's spotted out and team shot, and it's just not gonna happen. Legends of 6 take a quick 6-0 to take this map 2, making it 1-1 and getting right back in this series. That was beautiful on the side of Legends of 6, man. They were mad that they choked that lead last game. They thought they were going to 3-0 going into this, and they choked that, and they got mad and showed it. They didn't lose full. They regained completely and went in and made quick work of this team, and you can tell 8-2, 6-1, 7-1. That's just insane stats for a Search and Destroy. You can't give up that stat line. You're never gonna win. Let's see if we can't get this switched up 1-1. All right, y'all. Well, y'all give me 5 seconds real quick while we get this map switched up, and I'll be right back. Let me not keep my mic muted this time. I said 5 seconds, didn't I? That was a pretty quick 5 seconds if I ever seen one. Now going into this, I would not be surprised to see one of these teams bring out 3 SMGs. This is a pretty fast-paced map, but you do have to have an AR to hold them long angles, looking at catwalk, looking at roof, looking at the stairs angles on piano. There's a lot of angles need to be held, but this tends to be a faster-paced map. Some people would just like to play fast with AR, and that's what people do. Plick comes out with a, oh, I thought it was going to be Plick with the first blood. Oh, it was Plick. Plick's name is switching with critical sometimes. So if I say critical and it's Plick, that is why on the board when it pops up first blood and all that, it pops up critical. But starting off with a nice 4 down on the side of Legends of 6, they're going to start off soaking up this hill, but it's not going to take them long to get back spawned up and back on this action as they start getting Remorse takes off quick with a nice little 10-point lead. Switch over to Kukuz as he tries to beam one. He beams another, and he almost gets his second piece to get him off the hill, but he gets picked up by his teammates. Looks like Ray picked him up. He's going to try to pick up some of this scrap time as they try to rotate and keep this powerful piano position dead. As he kills him, he's going to try to push up and get some of this spawn. Actually goes up the catwalk. He knows he's going to catch a time and gets one. He tries to get his life, get a second gun to pick up the second, but not quite able to do it. Jay's going to go on this little underground flank, but it looks like Elixir's waiting on him there, and it looks like Elixir is going to be waiting on the hill for someone to challenge him. He's going to be soaking this time up, and his teammates are falling all around him. He knows he's the last alive. He's going to try to make a play, maybe get a pick. He wants one. He can't quite get it, and that's going to be a nice little overtake for Remorse with probably about 30 seconds left on this hill. So this is a good time right here, and they definitely need it. You can't lose that right there. But Kukuz managed to pick it up, and his team, he gets traded, and it's trades on trades, and it actually ends up with Remorse still on the hill, keeping the time ticking. And it seems like we're going to have to work over towards just kitchen rotation. And Legends of 6 are here already. Let's see if they can hold it. Plick is going to be trying to hold down the hill behind this bar. This is a pretty hard position to clear if you have teammates holding mid, which he does to go down in mid, speaking of. And he's going to try to hold down. He seems like he's on one flank, and he knew it, but he couldn't quite get him. Raiden's just going to soak on the hill. Tries to pick up a second on Critical, but Critical plays big for his team and picks up 2 and keeps that time ticking to the side of Legend of 6. Now Elixir's going to be trying to hold this rotation spawn already because this P4 is massive. It's about close to a money hill as you can get on this map. And Elixir seems like he's going to know it. Wait for his teammate to get back there to hold the hill. He gets a little anxious up and gets him off the hill. Some good shots from Elixir starting off pretty nice on the size of a, and it's looking pretty good. Like our first lead change of the game. That's a nice shot from Elixir. He's on a 4 streak. He's trying to get his streaks, and it's looking like he may get them. He picks up another. That's a 5 spree. It says 6, but we know it's Elixir. That's a 6th one. He's got a 7th there. He can't quite pick it up. He almost has the streaks. He dies one short, but Kukuz tries to pick him up. Kukuz on the front. Doesn't know what's behind him. Elixir's in the back, but he gets picked off, and that puts Raiden in spawn. He's going to try to wait on his team so he can make a little pinch play. He knows his team is close, he's going to make a push. He gets one behind the bathtub, but Jay picks him up. Oh, man, that was close. I thought Remorse had the overtake there, and they still might. Actually, engaging the back, holding it down, but he goes down to the sides of Elixir, and it seems Legends of 6 keep this P4 down. Those are nice shots on the side of Elixir, keeping them in it. They're going to let the clock tick down for a minute. As they get broken, actually, Remorse hits the back over the roof, and they're going to try to get this rotation pushed up. They know they got the scrap time, but now they've kind of given up this rotation back on the P1, if you can call it a rotation, because both sides kind of have equal rights, if we're being honest. But you do want this side for the P2. So Kukuz knows that. He goes around, kills the guy off at the stairs, but gets traded out himself. Jay's going to try to sit here and maybe pick off one. He doesn't quite know where the guy is on hill, but he knows there's only 1 or 2 on it. He's going to look at this kitchen angle. He knows somebody's here. He knows Plick is here. His teammate was shooting at him. And he actually gets picked off by the side of Plick. He's got to win that if he wants his team to break the hill. But Sick actually is going to have someone. Oh, I thought he was chasing one. Maybe he knows he's still there. He knows he's trying to play for this P2. Yep, he does know he's there, and he gets him. He almost gets picked off himself. He tries to help get some of these scraps. They know how important these rotations are, though, and it seems like we're going into this P2. Well, I say going into the P2. We've got about 15 seconds left, and then we'll be going into this P2. But Legends of 6 are still holding it, is what I was going to say. Legends of 6 are holding the scrap and rotation. This is looking pretty good for Legends of 6, but we know how quick Remorse can bring it back, so let's not count them out yet. Seems like 6 going to try to hold this angle for the zip line. Thought somebody was there. Maybe he heard someone, but didn't quite have it. He's going to be solo one on this hill trying to hold it for his team to get back. But luckily, his teammates have the back, so it's not going to take him long to get there. And it's not a very big map. Now, he knows he hasn't seen anybody in a while. He knows there's going to be someone pushing. He doesn't know where the play's at. He sees the contestant. He gets one. He gets a second. That was some snappy shots out of Sick, and he's going to need those if they're going to win this game. As it's 150 to 83, Remorse are going to have to make a play. It's getting a little out of hand. If they don't get this next hill, it's going to get ugly. They're going to try to still get this scrap as there's about 30 seconds left on this hill, and there's still good time left to invest maybe a life or two. So they're going to actually pick them off the hill. Let's click top. Anyway, gonna let clock tick as they get the hill. Scrap is getting fought for. They see the second they actually get in for this scrap time, but in the process give up the rotation, and now I don't know if the 2 seconds was worth it. Wow. They are off the rotation. They are waiting. Gate is waiting on his teammates so they can maybe make a pick play. One goes down for either side. And then it looks pretty good for Remorse. They take this kitchen hill as they need it, and they need it big because they're going down 100 points into this next rotation. But Gates is going to try to bring it back a little bit here with a 2-piece, make it a 3-piece. He's 13 to 20, having a bit of a slow start, but he's trying to bring it back for his team because he knows he can play. He gets a 4th, but he gets shot from the side. And it's going to be Legends of 6 back on this clock. They actually get picked back off, but Flick gets 2. Those are big kills from Flick to get him over the 200-point threshold, and it's not looking good for Remorse as they're down 100 points, and their enemies only need 50 more points. He goes in, has no idea he's behind them. They're working on this rotate, but they get killed off the rotation. That's ugly from Legends, from Remorse. Really good for Legends of 6. They're going to hold this down. They're counting down the seconds. They need 45 more seconds on this. They can win it here if they hold it. He knows he's going to have people here. There's 3 there. He doesn't have much he can do. And Remorse are in the hill, and man, they need it bad. If they're going to have any chance of a comeback, it's got to start now. They're going to try to hold down this mid. They get 2 taken out of the back. That's pretty ugly. But at this point, Legends of 6 cannot win off this anymore. It's going to go back to a P1. And I think Jay knows this. It seems like he's going to try to play this mid angle. He's going to have to get a pick or 2 here, though. He's going to actually push in for the scraps. He goes and looks the wrong way. He's giving up rotation for scrap time when they're down 120 points. They're not looking good. I think they're losing full. That 6-0 might have done it to them. That's 2 dead for the side of Remorse. They've got to get in there. They got to get in there now. Blick picks them off. The hill is empty. No one's on it. There's only 8 more seconds needed on the side of Legends of 6, and they're back on it. 5 more seconds. I don't think anybody's going to be close enough, and that's going to be map 3 to Legends of 6, giving them a 2-1 lead in this series. And I just got blue screen. At least it wasn't during the game, I guess. I can't believe my game just crashed right there at the end of that. That's funny. Alright, well, while I get back in... Ooh, excuse me. While I get back into the game, guys, I will be right back, alright? There we go, guys. Back in on this one. Going into a rewind hard point. Now, Remorse need to force this into a game 5 if they want to change this series. And Surge did not look good for them, but that's what they're going to have to play if they can force it to a game 5. Starting off, it looks like Six going to make this outside rotation. And it looks like Plick's going to start off with first blood once again. He's pretty good at getting them first bloods, I've noticed. But he gets immediately traded out, 2 on the side of Raiden, but he gets picked off himself. And it seems like we're going to be having strategy 1 for the first part, but Kukos pulls that one out of his ass and actually gets to keep his teammates alive on the hill. As I say that, his teammates go down on the hill, but they're still on it, accruing that time. They know how big this game is going to be for their series, excuse me. So they're going to try to start off hot, and it seems like it's going to be Kukos starting off on a 4 streak. Going to be trying to get these streaks for his teammates. Hadn't touched the hill, so maybe that could help him out with some points, but he's going to be trying to play P2. They've got this rotation. Legends of Six, they got the scrap time, but Kukos is still playing his life back here. Going to maybe try to get out of there with his life, but can't quite do it. And Legends of Six got the scrap time and now have the rotation as well. It's not a good start from Remorse. It seems like Elixir's finna have someone come up on here, and he gets the gun. He's surprised with 35 HP. Ooh, wrong person. There we go. Ooh. Why is it? It's skipping over Sick. I'm trying to get on Sick, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's skipping over Sick, so we're stuck on Elixir. Sick is trying to hold down that mid-rotation. He picks off one. There's another one coming. You can't quite see it, but Elixir gets one himself. He's going to be holding down this hill along with Critical. Critical actually is going to start trying to work towards that rotation. Elixir knows someone's going to be coming from this mid-alley right here, and it's going to give him a 5th kill. He is on a 5. No, that can't be correct. He's died since then, so that couldn't have been correct. Well, I mean, well, I guess he got an RCXD, so maybe he did, but Elixir's still going to be holding this hill, and it looks like Critical is going to be over here on the rotation. It needs to let me get over there on Critical. He's dead anyways, and that's 2 dead on the side of Legend 6, and Remorse get this kill pretty quick, and he actually gets a double kill inside of Burger over there, and he almost got out of there with his life. There's contested kills. Seems like it's going to be trades on trades, and Remorse have it for the moment, but it's more trades on more trades on more trades, and Legends of Six have it at the moment, and they're going to be trying to hold it from the back spawn. Raiden's going to be trying to get this mid-hill, but he ends up dying himself, and he's going to get picked off. Jay is going to be able to get into this hill, though, and get some time on the board for Remorse. That's a big kill from the side of Critical. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Voice getting a little worse. Remorse is going to be holding this scrap time, and it's going to be giving them this back spawn for this next rotation. Legend of Six get these last few seconds on the hill, but Remorse still have these back spawns, and they're going to need it going into this hill as they're down 20 points. I'm sorry, I don't have good maps. Jay almost gets Plick, but Plick has some nice shots on the side, but he gets traded out real quick by Raiden. He's going to pick up this back side on the back of this car, trying to hold this middle rotation. He sees 2, doesn't shoot quite yet, picks up 1, knows there's probably a second around there somewhere, as he just seen him. He's going to hold this a power position needed for this hill. If they can't break this front, they can't do much about it. Raiden is getting pushed, though, and he doesn't quite see him. He gets a few shots in, and he gets the kill. That's a good snap by Raiden through the car. Those are tough shots to hit, and he does them with ease. Makes them look pretty easy. And let's try to get in the hill, but Remorse, they've taken the lead, and they're not stopping right here on this hill. They're trying to hold this thing down for the rest of this hill. If I say hill one more time, I'm going to hurt myself. So they have to start rotations on to the next onto the next hard point, and it seems Legends of Six start off with the early rotations here, and they're gonna try to be breaking back their lead, But Raiden's coming in on the flank. He looks at the wrong corner though and doesn't quite pick up Critical. So Critical's able to stay alive. His teammates get traded, but it's Kukul's over here close, and Jay coming in from the side. Jay opts to actually flank around, maybe try to pick up his teammate's trade here. But what he doesn't know, there's two of them waiting on him, slithering around like a snake on their stomach. And now he's dead because of it. Gates is going to try to get one, and he does, but he gets picked off. Jay can't quite get the trade, and he looks like he's going to get picked off himself, and he does. And that's Elixir on a 4-3. Almost gets himself a 5th. He does get him the 5th. He's looking at more streaks. 12 and 8, 12 and 9. That's 3 down on the sides of the Legends. But nope, I was gonna say we have one on the back spawn, but he's gonna actually go for the old hill. And Jay's gonna try to hold down this new rotation. He's got one little bit of conflict here. He's got to win this, and his teammates' good team shot is gonna come in, help get this first bit of hill. This is gonna be a spicy game. It seems like as it's 100 to 112 going into this second set of hills. Thank you on my Twitch stream, but check out the YouTube stream. That's where it's actually at. The Twitch stream is like just a backup. Thank you though. As we're back into it, it seems to be another lead change on Legends of 6. They get to hit the lead back, and that's a nasty angle from Jay. He's gonna try to get some wallbang shots to pick up a second. They can't quite do it. Elixir is able to get one, but he gets traded out pretty quickly, and Raiden's gonna be trying to focus on this next rotation, trying to get this P2. But there's going to be 3 here on the side. Well, 2.5. Critical's close. Not quite. Raiden gets a first blood on this rotation. That's a big kill. Actually picks up a second. Tries to get out of his life. Not quite able to do it. But those are big kills onto this rotation. And it's going to be, well, nope. I was going to say it'd be another lead change. But it seems like Remorse were cleared out of the rotation. And it's going to be 2 on the side of Legends of 6. Excuse me. Jay gets a nice kill. They pick up 2. And just like that, it's right back in the hands of Remorse, and it's another lead change. This is going to be a crazy game. It seems like it's going to be another close one. And it's right back in the, oh, I was going to say right back in the hands of Legends of 6, but Gates and gets the kill. And he's going to try to hold down this hill, and he gets a big 2-piece from Gate. He's going to try to get this scrap. There's about 25 seconds left or so on this hill. They're gonna, but it seems like Legend of 6 has already given it up, and they're gonna full commit to the rotate. They have 3 over there. They know that this can be a good chain from this P3 to P4 is a massive chain, and it seems like if we can get over here, 6 gonna be having this conflict in the middle. It's a nice backslide, almost gets out with his life, but can't quite do it. And it seems like, how can I not? There we go. You don't want him. Plick's gonna be holding this back. Gonna be trying to make sure no one's hitting this flank. He's gonna see 2 of his teammates go down, tries to get back. Raiden's causing havoc in the back, but he gets shot, and that's 3 down on the side of Remorse. That's gonna give Legends of 6 a good minute on this hill. As I say that, someone got overzealous and peeked on the hill, and now it's just ticking. Now this is time that Legends of 6 need to take the lead back, and they know it, so they hop back on it. But that's about 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds lost on just over challenge when you can just lay down and grab the hill. Remorse seems to take this hill back, and they can't get the lead. Legends of 6 can't get the lead, so they're gonna try to just hold this back spawn. They're gonna give another push or 2 towards this hill maybe, but they know they need to hold these back spawns for this P4. And as I say that, 2 of them go down, and it leaves just Critical in the back, and he goes down, and that's Remorse on the rotation. So they got the scraps and the rotations once again. They are looking pretty good on this hard point, and they are coming to play. They need this map to go to make it game 5 in the series, and they are showing it. Jay almost picks up another one here, and as I say that, they go down as well, and Legends get in the hill, and it's just back and forth trades on trades on trades. As I'm saying, it's trades on trades on trades. This is getting scrappy, and it seems as Remorse is going to be the first ones to cross the 200-point threshold, and they're going to try to hold this down for about another 20 seconds and then start working on these rotations. It seems like Legends know they need this time. They can't let them get too close to that 250 before they hit 200. They know they needed these little bit of scraps, and they've got 3 on the rotations, so this is looking pretty good. So, and they get Jay off of rotation, so now it's just Legends of 6 on this new hill, and they know they're going to need this on this P5. They're going to have to hold this down. They're going to need at least 40 seconds off this to get into this game. And as I say that, they're all going down. It's just left on the Sick, and Sick goes down. And that's going to be 4 dead. And that's going to leave the hill open with Remorse. And that's going to put them at 225 out of 250. Kugel's playing the off angle and shot his ankles. Flick had no idea it was coming. Kugel's staying alive and gets another one. And that's going to make them 235. They only need 15 more seconds on this clock. Jay's going to play his life and pick up a nasty 2-piece. He's going ham for his team right now. They need 10 more seconds to force a game 5. They've got one more chance at this. Legends of 6 do break in, and they stop the clock. Will it be enough? They've got to rotate back to P1. Luckily, it's about 5 foot and a booger shot away from you. So you got the rotations as well. They need this. They got game back on earlier in the series. They want to pull some of that magic in for themselves as they are trying to hold this in for their life. There's 2 on the hill. 2 go down for the side of Remorse. Gates gets 1 trade, but he gets killed himself. And that gets 3 down for the side of Remorse. And this is about to get pretty mixy. But as I say that, 2 go down for the side of the League of Legends of 6. 3 goes down. There's nobody close. And that's going to be it for map 4. We're going to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-2. Oh, and I forgot to update the match count. Well, now we'll update it again. It is 2-2. This has been a thriller. Legends of 6 almost pulled it out. They waited a little too late to try to bring that one back. 24 untraded kills for Kugel's, 32 and 20 with 1:30 in the hill. He is just popping off for his team, and he is trying to force that game 5. Now, the last time we played Search and Destroy, it did not go very pretty for the side of Remorse at all. It was a 6-0 in the side of Legends of 6. So Remorse is going to have to come into this with a different strategy than what they had last time, because that's not going to work. They were lost full by round 3 and were just chalked. They were getting killed in 40 seconds. They were just throwing bodies. This is it. There's no other game after this. They've got to lock in. They can't have another search like they had last time if they want to complete this. Well, I was going to say reverse sweep. They weren't down to that. But they want to complete this comeback. Now, it's going to be a protocol. This is going to be a little bit different from the other search. But I think I still haven't played protocol since they've done the bomb rework. So I don't know how that A-bomb site, I think it is, the one that's underground, if you can still have that nasty angle above. I'm not quite sure if I know they said they changed that. I haven't played to see exactly what was changed about that. We're going to have to see. Last time I played this, it was defender heavy, it seemed in, but that is a completely terrible take because I don't play search very much. I'm more of a hardpoint guy myself. I play very few search and destroy 8s. I just play them a little bit just to kind of get some basic knowledge of the maps. It looks like, again, it will not let me switch between critical and sick. So it looks like we're going to be dealing with Plick and Elixir's ankles here. Elixir has the bomb. We got 3 over here on this P2. And it looks like Critical's going to end up with the first blood, but he gets traded out. And it's actually 2 down on the sides of Legend of 6. And this is going to be a nice little start. They're going to have to back up and rotate on the sides of Legend of 6. And it will not let me switch. There we go. They're in a 2v3 situation. It's not impossible, but it's definitely not ideal either. So Elixir's going to try to maybe see if he can get a pick off this mid windows. It seems as Remorse has kind of committed that A bomb site, and they're just going to play a retake on B. I don't know if Legends of 6 have figured that out yet, and I don't know if that's the play they're going to make, but it seems as if they're rotating around to the B bomb site, and it seems as if Remorse is just going to let them have it, and yes, they are. Remorse is just going to give up this bomb site. They've got numbers. They can play the retake. They have the advantage here, even with the bomb going down. But this does give the best numbers to Legends of 6. Now they started out early, so they started rotating early, and Elixir's gonna go down pretty soon into the situation, and down goes Elixir, down goes Plixel. I'm sorry, and that's gonna be a clean round for Remorse, and they said no 6-0 coming this time around. They came to play. As I said, they changed it up. They came to play, and I think I seen 3 ARs. I think I seen 3 ARs. I don't want to overspeak, but I want to have these 3 ARs on the side of Remorse. Remorse needed that. They did not have a good search last time in the series. They knew they needed that first map. That is big momentum. They knew they needed it, and they came in with the clutch. So we will start back on the attacking side. And as I said, the defenders won. I thought it was a little defender heavy, but that came on the side of an early trade. We'll see how this one goes. Kugels tries to get some early shots off. Six trying to just move around, play his life, get a little info. And it seems like Six actually able to pick up one on gate, it says. But we won't be able to see the kills after round 1 because Search and Destroy Codcaster is not fixed yet. And that's 2 down on the side of Remorse, and 1 and Flick goes down as well for Legend of 6. So that puts Legends of 6 now in a 3v2 situation on defense. It seems as if it's going to be the same exact play, and they're going to rotate to B. And see if Legends of 6 can counter what they just did themselves. Bomb goes down. Raiden's going to go to this same deep angle that Plick was at last round. And it seems as if Kukels is also going to play this back spawn. It's going to be the exact same play. Early numbers down, rotation to B, and going to play this back inside. Now they've got about 20 seconds to clear these guys out, but they do have, Legends of 6 do have numbers. Now Kukels sees Elixir and gets him in, and actually is able to get a 2-piece. And now it's a 1v1, and Kukels comes up clutch with 3 massive kills from Kukels. That was just some good map knowledge to stay alive and get behind the enemies to get a nasty little 3-piece to save his team. And he starts off 5-0 according to our numbers right here. That is a nasty start from Kukels. He's come to play, and he's come to win. That was a nice round from Kukels, and if you're Legends of 6, you're mad you lost that. You had numbers advantage. Yes, they had bomb down, but you're just mad you let Kukels in behind you and get a 2-piece. That just can't happen. You've got to check that spawn. They may have checked it and had bad timing. I'm not quite sure, but I don't believe they checked it. I think they left it unchecked, even though they had someone there last time. And it seems as if we get first blood on the side of Legends of 6, but it gets traded out, and it's trades on trades, and now it's down to a 2v2. Made that a 1v2 on the side of Sick, and he's going to have to deal with Jay and Gates, and it will not let me switch to 6, so we're going to have to watch it from their point of view. It seems they don't know that 6 is going to be right here, but it seems like they've got bad timing themselves, or maybe he's seen him and decided to keep him alive to go get the bomb down. But he doesn't get the bomb down. He rotates around B. It seems as if he wants to play the pick, so maybe he didn't see him cross mid, and that was just unfortunate COD timing. Sick is just above mid. It seems as if Remorse are going to do the same play where they commit B and just play the overtake. And it seems to work for them as Remorse take a third round in this map. And this is the exact same scenario we've seen vice versa in the last Search and Destroy. And this was about the point we've seen Remorse lose full and just start throwing bodies. Now that was red card. This is a pretty different map. But this is the point where they lost full, and this is pretty much where the 6-0 got cemented in. Legends of 6 cannot fall into that same mindset. They've got to get around right here. This is a massive swing round. This is momentum to the max. You cannot go down 4-0 because 4-0 is completely different from 3-0. From 3-1, I mean. 3-1, you're only down 2 rounds. You feel like you have a chance. 4-0, you feel like you're on the verge of getting swept and you just lost. You need this round, and I think Legends of 6 know that as they're going to play a little slow, but Plick gets picked off, and that's 2 down for Legends of 6. That's not a good start. 30 seconds into the round, and they're down 2-4. And it seems like this bomb is just chilling in mid. They're going to make a play to A. He sees his teammates are over there. As I say that, he kind of slows down. Let's see what we got. Elixir is going to try to maybe play his life back here. He knows someone's back here, just not quite sure. He's got to get this kill. That's one, and he gets out with his life. That's a big kill. It seems as if they're going to just be playing this B and maybe playing the retake on A. And now they see the bomb is going down. They know they've got to make a play. They need a big play right here. Elixir doesn't quite get it, and they follow behind each other and get an easy two-piece here to go down 4-0 in the search, and it's not looking good. Yes, you've got to regain. You can't lose the full here. You're down 4-0. I know it's not pretty, but you've got to take it one round at a time. As BPC says here in my chat, one round at a time. Because you're down 4-0. This is map 5. There's no game after this. This is it. You're playing for the full series. No matter how you played the rest of the games, this is it. And you're not looking good. You've got to regain composure. You got to quit getting first blooded. I don't think. Well, no, they did get one first blood in, I think, the second round, but got immediately traded off. Every other round, Remorse has got the first blood, and it's giving them numbers, and they're losing full. They've got to slow down, and it seems like they have. It seems like they're just going to chill mid and get some kind of composure, gain some map control, and it seems as if Remorse is just playing this B bomb site and going to retake the A bomb site. It seems as if Remorse has changed their entire game plan going into the search and destroy. But as I say that, Gate gets picked off, and that's a big first blood, as I was saying, for Legends of 6, because they needed that. They need this round right here, and they know it. Plixer's got to play his life, and he does very well. He stays alive. He knows the bomb's going down for his team. So he also can hear that RCXD pretty close. He may not. It might just be on my end. I think I was just audio bug on my end. Anyways, as I'm saying that, Plix goes down to 3v3, but there's only 30 seconds left on that diffuser. It's looking good for Legends of 6, but they've got to hold right here. They're getting ready to push in. It seems like they've got a pinch going, two coming from the front. Somebody's up top mid just holding that angle. And there's only one here, Elixir, by himself, but he gets one. That's a big kill. And his teammate comes in behind him, trades him out. It's a 1v2 for Jay. He gets shots on the first, kills the second. He's got the second one low, but he's not enough time on the clock anyways. That was a good round for Legends of 6. They needed that, and they needed that in a big way. Now, they've got to take that momentum, build it slowly, one round at a time, and bring this back, because right now it's still not looking good. 1-4 is still not favorable at all. You want to get this back to at least a 3-4 before they get another round to really make yourself feel like you've got a good chance at this. But like we've said in the chat, it's got to be one round at a time, and they've got to regain momentum, man. They can't lose their head. They can't get overzealous. They can't ego chow. They've got to just calm down, play their game, and act like it's a 0-0 game. It seems as if they're gonna quickly take over this A bomb site, and it seems they're just gonna full commit this A bomb site and retake the B. They've taken a page out of Remorse's game plan and just full commit to one bomb site, see if you can get a pick or two, and play the retake on the other bomb. Play the 50-50, and it's working. Now they've got two dead on the side of Remorse, and it seems like this game plan switch midway through the game is working out perfectly. It seems they've regained their confidence, and now they're playing like at their pace. I don't know, JC, if they play like this every round, you might not be as crazy as it sounds, because they've switched up their entire game plan. They went from trying to split the bomb sites and having someone watching both bomb sites to now they've taken Remorse's game plan of fully committing on one bomb site, just having everybody there, maybe somebody in mid, and just retaking if the bomb goes down on the other side. And they're just taking their 50-50. They're hoping for a pick before it comes down to that, and it seems to have been working so far. It's what Remorse has been doing all game, and it seems like it's going to work out for Legends of 6 too. That's 2 rounds in a row. That's big. They're starting to get their head back in the game and realizing, hey, we're not out of this yet. We've got to come back. And if they win one more round, it's right back in this. It's 2-4. They're starting to get their momentum back. Gates is going to start off. I think he's been going over to this left. Yup, it seems like he's going to get over here to the left. And it seems like they're going to do the same thing. They're going to full commit A. They've got one on the outer boat side, and everybody else is just stacking in here. It seems like that's what's working for everybody, so why change it? Let's see what Legends of 6 are going to do. They get a nice pick I don't know how that happens, what kind of timing Kukos has, but he can't lose that there. He's in a power position. And then Plick gets through and through the bow side where Raiden was watching. Now Raiden has no idea he's here, and he gets picked off. And Plick almost picks up a third, but that still gives numbers to Legends of 6. And now it's going to be a 3v2 in the side of Legends of 6. And they're getting this bomb down. Jay's going to have to make a play right here. He's got to make a big play. He's the one that's right here in this back. He's got his teammate coming through the mid. So he's going to seem like he's going to play for his time. He sees one. Let's see if he can get this play. Elixir knows he's here as well. And Elixir gets the kill. And now it's a 1v3 for Gate. And it's not looking good. He's going to go to the same area. He knows Elixir's here. He gets caught throwing a stun. And that's another round for Legends of 6. They are right back in this game, ladies and gentlemen. They are right back in this game. We've already seen one crazy comeback in this series. Let's see if we can get a second one going. They are right back in it. It is a 3-4 ball game. And I think it's Legends of 6 on defense. And they've been doing really well on defense in this comeback so far. So far, they've been just committing one bomb site and taking the 50-50. Let's see if that's going to be the same game plan they stick with. Let's see what bomb site they decide to watch. It seems as if they're going to full take A. Yep, it seems like they're going to full take A like they've done and just play the 50-50. Now, it seems like that the Remorse is here fast, but that Gate is dead, and that's another first blood. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? They start getting these first bloods, and these rounds start becoming viable. That's bomb down, and that's not looking good. Now, Remorse has a severe disadvantage in this round, but they are not done. They are not out of it. It seems as if, and Plix loses that as I switch off. I don't know how he loses that. I was trying to get on to Jay's point of view, and as I did that, Plix loses that. That's a big kill, and that evens the numbers out with 45 seconds on the clock. Bomb is still down, though. Elixir is going to try to just hold this spiral staircase, and it seems as if Kukos is going to have a gunfight here. He gets out with his life. He's going to try to just play his life and play slithery like a little snake. There's 30 seconds left in this round. Kukos, the time is not in your favor. You've got to go, and as he does, he gets picked off by Elixir. Jay takes more fall damage. He's going to try to chill and let this heal up, and he's dead as well. And that's another round for Legends of 6. They are 4-4, and now Remorse, they're getting scared. It was a 4-0, and now it's 4-4. Remorse has to get back in this game. They need a round right now if they want to survive any further, because if they go down another round, they might lose full themselves, and they were up 4-0 in this one. My day has been wonderful, JC. I appreciate you asking. So we're going to see what Legends of 6 can do on this attack. They're going to see, it seems that they're all going to stay together, maybe play a little slow, and it seems as if it's going to be the same thing on the side of Remorse. Heavy A play, leave B open, play the 50-50. No, JC, you was not crazy. This was back in it, and you said it when it was 1-4. JC was here, bro. JC was here. And it seems it's a 2v3 for Legends of 6. And they're already down in this round with 45 seconds left. Legends of 6 are feeling themselves. They have 2 5 streaks going on the side of Elixir and Sick. And that's another down. Gates grabbing is in the 1v3, and he's down. That's 5-4. Legends of 6 are 5-4, getting ready to bust down the door on this series and take this one home. This one is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This has been one hell of a series. We already had the 50-60 point comeback when it was like 230 to like 180 or something. It's been a crazy game so far. And now it's 5-4. Remorse have their backs to the wall, and they've got to make a play here. They have to make a play. Legends of 6 have had the first blood in every round for the past 4 rounds. They need a first blood here on the side of Remorse to get these numbers in their side. But it seems as if Legends of 6 have switched up their defensive strategy, but it seems to work as they get another first blood. Buddy gets traded out, and that's 2 down for the sides of Legends of 6. It seems as if this strategy change might not have been smart for them. Now that's going to be Bob going down in a 2v3 situation on the side of Remorse, and now it's a 1v3, and it seems as if we're going into a 1v3, but I would not count Sick out. He has been playing great all series, and it won't let me switch on him. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry, it will not let me switch on him. But it seems as if the first gunfight is going to be between here and Raiden. Raiden gets taken out, and it's now a 1v2. Sick is going to try to play his life for a second, get his regen up. He doesn't know where the people are at. He can assume someone's on this helipad, but he has no idea. It seems as Kuko's going to be the next one he runs into. He may have seen him. He's got 13 seconds, and they're going to team shot. That's going to do it. It gets one, but he can't get the second with enough time on the clock. It's a valiant effort from Sick. He actually gets the third. He just can't have enough time. As I said, Sick had the chance, and that's an 8 streak from Sick, so we know he's going to have some streaks going on here. Yes, the Codcaster is so buggy still, and I hate it, and it bugs me every day, but it's what we've got to deal with, and we're going into a round 11, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any better than this at any level of Call of Duty. You can't enjoy COD more than a round 11, game 5, 1 round for the entire series. And it's going to be Sick starting off on this helipad on the defense. Gonna maybe see if he can't get a pick off on someone on these mid windows. And Elixir's down for the first one, and 2 go down for Legends of 6. They made this massive comeback, but now it's all down to a 2v4. Remorse have gotten back, and now they're going to try to bring it back. They're going to play it slow. They know they have numbers. They know they have time, but 1 goes down. Sick picks up. He plays, he gets out with his life. Sick gets out with his life there, but he gets picked up. That's good team shots. Plix in a 1v3 for it all. It all comes down to Plix. Can he clutch up for his team? He's spotted out by Raiden. He's getting stressed out. He doesn't know what to do. He sees the bomb goes down. You know he's got to regain his mental chalk. He goes up to the zip line. I can actually watch Plix. Let's see what he does. He's in a 1v3. He's got 30 seconds left. He knows he's going to have one in the spawn. There's been one every time. He knows one's going to be helipad. There's been one every time. He sees the guy's helipad, but he don't have time to wait. He drops, and he dies, and Remorse take the game 5. Man, that was an amazing game. It was a great effort out of Legends of 6. And ladies and gentlemen, that has been one of the best series I've casted so far. That was an amazing series. It went down to the wire. We had almost 2 great comebacks with 1 amazing comeback, and that was a hell of a game. It's GG's all around. That was a great, hard-fought battle. That was just all around some amazing COD. Everyone played great. Man, that was electric. That was electric. That was electric. I don't know how else to explain it. That was insane. I'm going hoarse in the voice. That was crazy. That was some... Whoa! Man. Well. Actually, this is going to be it for week 1, y'all. That was a great series. But this is actually going to be the wrapping up for me for week 1. I will not be casting any other games for week 1. And I will not actually be casting any games for game 2 or for week 2. I will be out of town in Texas. I will not be anywhere around my setup. So unfortunately, I will not be casting any week 2. But week 3, we will be back casting faster than ever. But anyways, I will catch y'all on the next one.